Okay, so we've had a non-alcoholic beverage, and I had a salad and a burger at the Voorstrand, I think it's called, in Paternoster, and we are driving through the little white houses, which Paternoster is very famous for, has been all since I first came here when my parents moved here to Vredenburg end of '92. A lot changed since then, but this is the little town of. I'm gonna turn right and go up and just have a look. Strange weather for today. It's sort of 23, quite sort of humid. This is the pictures I have of Steph that she sits on the wall there. By that day it was windy. The wind was absolutely howling. Paternoster Lodge. A lot of the old houses were here. Was this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
See, this is still some of the old stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously, they didn't. What is the word? Develop everywhere. There's also some of the old stuff still. Some of these are also old stuff, old houses. This is where the local community that have been living here since Paternoster was founded.
Yeah, their fathers and the fathers before were fishermen.
Mothers before fishermen, and that's where they have been. And there's a new place. You saw the boats as they came in. What was that?
Glass or bottles or something. With a look.
Yeah.
I think they were obviously fishing there by those rocks there. I was wondering why they were going there. Yeah, it was a bottleneck.
And yeah, that's basically the bay. Man with a woman with a Coca-Cola walking from the local shop.
Yes, I mean, I think.
And there in the distance, you see the little white houses. That's where we come from now. With where the red roof is the restaurant we've just been in. And there's only a certain amount of houses that are allowed to be built here, and they are not allowed to expand anymore. This side, I know as you come in from Vredenburg, there they still built things, but this whole town, village, whatever you want to call it, Vissersdorpie, as we would say in Afrikaans.
Fisherman's Village.
The Fisherman's Village is Paternoster, and this is as big as it's probably going to get. I don't think the locals will allow 2 wimpies there on their roof.
There's your waitress walking in front of you.
Little house. She doesn't even recognize us.
That's a sad thing.
Wine
And this dog just came to say hello to me when I was at the van.
Wine and tasting lounge.
Spuddy.
Yeah, so this is the metropolitan.
Here's the guy who was just doing the crayfish crepe.
The metropolitan of Paternoster.
Yeah,
I promise you, some of these people who live in these small little houses have probably got a far better life than we will ever have. Always had, always probably will. And that's the nice thing about these places, you know. At least you have, the better you.
Krappe? Krappe? Krappe?
And a lot of little thingy shoppies. Oh, there's a German pantoffels.
Yeah.
Slippers. A lot of little gift shops. Around here. And
Fish.
yeah.
Chef.
A lot of people from the Cape in this weekend. A lot of people from the Cape. There's also the Argus. A lot of people start calling it, because it's not called the Cape Town Cycle Tour.
Is it really?
Yeah, but to me it's still Argus. There's Argus on Sunday. That's why the Stormers are playing at the Craven in Stellenbosch. And then there's also what is the word I'm looking for? There's the Tour de France of mountain biking.
Oh yes.
The Cape Epic starts the week after. And a lot of foreigners who come and do both the Epic and the Argus don't stay. They come 2 or 3 weeks before. Any pound, euros, dollars, whatever you earn on that side goes a lot longer here than it does if you earn rands. So a lot of these people, there's a lot of people in the restaurant. You can see the men legs are shaven, so they definitely here for cycling. And also
a fishy Friday.
Also the women, yeah, they had fish today, protein.
Calamari.
Yeah, maybe had a
Surf and turf or something.
Another rustige drive this morning.
Some crayfish even.
And a lot of people like crayfish.
Even though it's not on the menu.
Yeah, it's strangely
why.
not on the menu, but if you ask, they tell you no, they have
2 sizes, medium and large.
And large.
Hi, Carlos.
I'm convinced that it's not crayfish season, but I could be wrong. I don't know. I could be wrong. This, when I first came to this part, after my parents moved here, this tar road was a gravel road, and not even gravel; it was sand.
That's most probably why we didn't come here with a Peugeot.
It was proper sand.
Yeah,
it was sand and not gravel.
Yeah,
it was sand.
So that you needed a donkey car to get here, or a 4x4.
Yeah, so because remember it was.
Yeah,
I could say 95 or 97, but I know 97 it was still sand, because I used to run in my early 30s.
Yeah.
I used to run, sometimes mum brought me to Paternoster, the 16 Ks or whatever, 16 days, and she would drop me off, and I would run back to Vredenburg. Sometimes I would do currently the unthinkable and actually run to Paternoster and then run back.
The weather was obviously like this.
Yeah, no.
Today it would be nice.
But I would run early in the morning, different times. Now I'm turning 55. I'm not 30 anymore. Yeah.
I'm gonna guess now.
Beautiful part of South Africa. On the left, Junior is counting the
Roughly 50, at least 50.
The wind turbines. That are also
And they're all
plentiful.
It could even be more than 50.
Plentiful in this part of the world. Those who have seen those turbines on lorries know that the one of the three arms, if I can call it that, one of the three arms takes one lorry.
And an extended lorry. It's not
Extended lorry. It's not a standard lorry. It's extended lorry. We've seen them on the road.
Yeah.
Extended lorry. So one of them is extended. So that's three lorries, and then the sort of the turbine on the top.
Yeah.
Behind them, that's another lorry, and then
The base.
the four pieces of the base. That's four different lorries. So where we now 8.
Yeah.
And then I think bits and pieces for the stuff at the bottom.
Yeah.
Another lorry, it's 9 lorries. And that's one turbine. That's one of them. And South Africa, I remember I was speaking to in the gym in Johannesburg, in Pretoria, with a German guy who works at the Botschaft in Pretoria, the German embassy. And he was telling me he's also the SADC nation's energy spokesperson, and he said to me at the time, this was before lockdown, and he said to me that South Africa, that Germany has like 40% of their energy is renewable, in other words. And he said to me, he doesn't understand why South Africa has a problem with power, because according to him, the Northern Cape and the Eastern Cape should be the two richest provinces in South Africa. And I said, why? He said, well, between them two, you can put sun panels and these wind turbines enough in those two provinces to not just supply South Africa, all of South Africa, 10 times over with energy, but also to export the surplus. And here we are going through a period again after 2016. Our beloved President Zuma said South Africa will never have load shedding again. Yeah, Tochi. So we are currently, we were at level 2, and then suddenly it was level 4, and back to level 3, and then today it was from 5 o'clock this morning, level 2. For the foreigners who don't understand load shedding, we're not going to explain to you. This is when your country's national electricity supplier, Eskom, can't put enough electricity into the grid for everybody to use. So that's when we start.
But there's a reason.
We start sharing.
There's a reason.
So we're not going to go into the reasons, but don't be fooled. None of this alternative energy is currently going into the grid, because most of these people that have opened this, they're independent energy providers, and you can say what you want. That's not going into the grid yet. So I think there's, there must, as we called it in the UK, a brown envelope, a cup of tea, there's a drink in it for you. You know, those sort of names. So obviously the powers to be would like a cup of tea or a brown envelope or a drink.
R200.
Mr. Hall would understand. A cup of tea. But anyway, so obviously the cup of tea is not forthcoming, so that's why such a small percentage of I don't know the Western Cape is wanting to use all of this independent power put into their grid separately, but I think they're struggling a bit with getting permission from Eskom. And I know they're ready. If the rest of the country is level 2, they're on level 1 only, if I'm right, because they are producing their own sort of grid. Don't know how it works. I haven't lived here for a while.
Looks like they're busy tarring that road.
Yeah, I haven't lived here for a while. There's a few nice steaks on the left hand side. A couple of nice T-bones. Yeah, I'm sure they eat a bit of different variety. Oh look, the whole development there.
That's where we walked.
No, we walked up there. We walked up there.
Oh, that top one.
This is I'm talking about the bottom one here.
See it.
This wasn't here the last time I was here. That's also already going in 9 months. Mind the pedestrian, red shirt. Mind the pedestrian. Back into the town of Vredenburg. On the right hand side there's the local NG church, as I was saying earlier.
Dutch Reformed Church.
Both Dad and my older sister Lisa funerals were in this establishment. So not that I'm member of the NG Church, but that is a bit of a memory for me. November 93 and September 2006, if I'm right. Some nice flowers there. This click's already closed or not?
Well, if that's the entrance there, then yes, but I don't know.
I somehow don't think. How can it be closed? It's 3 o'clock on a Friday afternoon. They'll probably close because it's load shedding. Probably that's why. Okay, there's a lady going out. She's bought herself a lekker doppie for the weekend, and she's not going to leave her car. Okay, I can Going to make it? Yeah?
Yeah.
Hello! Okay, this guy is
Not Dutch.
this guy is going forward, so I'm gonna park here. See. So we're just going to the Tesco's of the South Africa Pick and Pay, and yes, please like and subscribe. We'll speak to you later.